Rachael. So this week we're going to do a session on Antony Gormsley, who is also a sculpture artist. This week's on Antony Gormsley. Antony Gormsley is a sculpture artist who bases a lot of his work on the human body in figures. He was awarded the Turner Prize in 1994, and all of his sort of sculptures and installations, he's got them all around the world, different places. As we can see, we've got natural landscapes, we've got some inside, and a lot of these are all based on the human body. Two images here. So our image on the left, this is a painting, I think it's an ink drawing by Antony Gormsley, and then we've also got one of his sculptures here, which is made out of metal sort of wire. What sort of similarities can you see in these? So we can see that they've got similar sort of patterns in them, we all sort of spike out in the image, even though they're from completely different material. You can see what he's sort of wanting to portray through his work. So this is Crosby Beach, which is a beach not too far from Liverpool. And then what he's done is he's placed these sculptures all over the beach. As you can see, we've got some sort of inland and some further out. And as the tide comes in, these bodies sort of get submerged in the water. He's used, I think it's iron for these, and they're actually cast on his own body. So each one of this has been taken from one cast of his body and then replicated, recreated. And you'll find in a lot of his work, this is what Antony Gormsley does. So some people might be aware of his Angel of the North, which is at Gateshead. That's also actually based on a cast of his body, obviously a lot larger scale. But he does this a lot in his work. This week our task for the lesson is we're going to try, inspired by Antony Gormsley, we're going to try and create a figure using clay. So I've just pulled some examples here for you, some different sort of figures. We've got some really quite basic ones, we've got some more cartoon style ones, and then we've got some realistic ones as well. So I just want you to play with the clay to start with. Get the feel of it and then try and make a figure from there. So we've got our clay that should have came out in your pack. Now all I want you to do, I've added a little bit of water to this because it was just a little bit dry. All I want you to do is play with the clay. You can roll it, you can scrunch it into a ball, see what different shapes you can make, and then we're going to try and just shape it into a person. So like I always say, I'm going to do this fairly quickly. I'd like you to take a little bit more time at home. Quite messy, as you can see as well. If you really don't like the feel, you can always wear gloves. Don't add as much water, things like that. So what I'm just going to start by making a sort of torso shape. I'll add the arms and legs, and then we'll see if we can add a bit more detail to it. Normally it works really well as well when you're working with clay and you're making these sort of figures. It works well to use a bit of wire with them. So if you do have anything like that at home, or even like a wooden structure like lollipop sticks and stuff, we could try using some of that sort of support our figure, because mine will end up laying because it just doesn't, it's not dried out enough to stand, and it's got no sort of structural support in it. So like I said, you can do this, you can do it more realistic, or you can do more of a cartoon. Just have a go, try playing with the clay, pinching the clay. You can also use tools if you've got any tools, and that can also help you in your work. So like I said, we've got it quite basic. It might help if your clay is a bit dry, so you can add a bit of water to it. So our little man is coming together now. His head stays on. Like smooth it together. Then you might think about adding features. I might want more of a foot adding to it. This is also air drying clay that's been sent out, so you don't have to bake this, you don't need any sort of kiln or anything, it will just dry out eventually. And if you say you wanted to do so much and come back to it, what I would recommend is you'd wrap it in cling film, and this just stops that drying process. If you've got a piece of work that's going to take you a bit more time when you're using clay, you're probably better to do that and wrap it in cling film just to stop that air getting to it. As you can see, I'm putting more shapes in now. You can use things even like pencils, things like that, to add some sort of eye shape in. Shape the nose. So I'm going to leave it there because we can now see that we've started a basic shape and how we can sort of add to that.